Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Jason with Brants Bricks, and I'm going to talk about Brickworld 2024. So, it was my first time going and displaying and getting the whole weekend pass and everything. But I've gone to Brickworld like 5, 6 years now. But like I said, this is my first time actually going and displaying something. I'm going to talk a little bit about this and then my experience there. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to put together like a recap of everything I shot. Alright, so week of Brickworld. I just completely forgot and didn't take off any days, but I had to go out to Redwoods, California and photograph a car. That's all smoke from a fire. The fire's like a block away. I hope I don't get engulfed. Somewhere over there. I flew out there and got to see the redwood. And then flew back Friday, and I thought I was going to have time to finish this thing up and turn it in. Things didn't work out that way. I got delayed a bunch of times coming home. Alright, I woke up at 3:30 this morning and finally made it home. It's 4:30 and gonna get finishing this. I got coffee making because I'm gonna need it. I got the printer to print the stickers. That came in today, so I gotta figure that out still. And I gotta drop this thing off tonight. Or at least it has to be in there by tomorrow morning, I think. But luckily, I just got to make a row of chairs, add some little things like a computer or two, and then I got to get these yellow supports put in, and then start stickering everything. That'll be the hard part, I think. I was trying to print these tiles off, and we had some problems at first not being able to read the Photoshop file. So the designer, shout out to Nate, who basically scaled down all of our logos for me to get printed. He sent me over another batch and that worked. So I was able to print them all out any day now. So there's a sticker that has to go here. I got to put one here, one there, a sticker there, sticker there, a sticker there, sticker here, a sticker there, and then each one of these squares is its own sticker. Alright, I got the backing printed, and while that was going on, I added the chairs. I gotta put the stickers down for these. I hung up the Dodge, but I just got to get that backing put on. I got it basically like 75% done. What I need to do still is I'm going to extend this. While I was looking and planning all this out, the backdrop got a little big, so I got to extend it, which is fine because in the beginning and end of the block, there's pads for the cars. And then I think I might actually make the bid screens as well and actually turn them into LCD screens so that like the auction plays on the bid screens. I thought that might be kind of cool. So what I'm going to do is at the end here, we used one of those half base plates and then one of the quarter base plates to extend it out a little bit because when I was building this, I didn't realize that the phone bidder booth, it's a lot longer than what I made it, so I had to make everything to size. I don't know about you guys or how you guys do it, but when I look at something, I just kind of like imagine the pieces in my head and what I need, and then I just buy everything and then just start building it. I'm not that good with like the 3D programs. Anyways, enough of that. So I'm going to add this base plate on the end and then take the half base plate, put it behind it over here, and then that should be enough for this thing to be done. Yeah, so I brought what I had. I think it's pretty dope. So the cars go down the block and then they stop in the middle here, and then that's when they're auctioned off. Over here, this is where John Craman and the TV announcers sit. So right here is where the internet bids come in. So over here is where the phone bids come in. That's where this big desk is. This little photographer figure, that's me. What I do is I hang out on the auction block and I take all the photos that cover the auctions. This guy right here is Caleb. He's one of the videographers that shoots on the block. And then these are the ring men or ring women that kind of look for the bids in the crowd. I don't know about you guys, but I get the 8 wides are really cool and there's a lot more detail. You can put 2 minifigures in there. But for some reason, the 6 wide, 7 wide-ish kind of cars, they fit better. They fit the minifigure better. I like them. That's part of the reason why I like them, is because they're 6 wide and it's such a smaller vehicle. You really got to make use of detail parts. Here is the Ferrari F40, and this car was actually S131.1. This was at our auction and sold, and this is a sold price. So if you look up this auction number on Meekham's website, you can actually find that car, and it has all the information, and that's what someone paid for. All right, we got her loaded up at 5:30 in the morning. I turned this in Brickworld morning that Saturday. Like I said, this is my first time ever displaying. I got to meet a couple people, not as many as I wanted to. There were some people like Ant Bandit, I just never saw him. I don't know where his display was either. I didn't get to go as long as I wanted to as well. Like Saturday, I was running off of 4 hours of sleep by the time I finished this, and then drove down to Chicago and then turned it in. I just basically hung out with Phil, who came in. Phil's our social media guy. Shout out to Phil, who came there for a video of this to put on the Meekham's channel. So I just hung out with him basically all day. The convention ended, and then I just drove home so I can get some sleep. And then Sunday I woke up and had Father's Day with my dad, and we went out to breakfast, and then I finally made it back down to Chicago, and then I was only there for like an hour before it closed at 3 o'clock on Sunday. If it wasn't for me being a dumbass, I would have loved to have done all the activities that Brickworld has. Like, I really wanted to go to the film, whatever it was. They were like screening a bunch of brick films in stop motion. I was trying to make that, but there was no way I was going to make it Friday at 7 o'clock. So I'm definitely going to be there next year, that's for sure. All right, so being my first convention, I'm not really all up to speed with all the cool and hip things. Like, I guess people walk around and they drop off little tokens. If they like your build or something like that, they'll drop off stickers or little pieces like this, you know? I don't know what that really all means. I guess I never really looked any of it up. But that's what I've came to a conclusion, is that someone likes it. So I got one. Shout out to whoever dropped this off. That's cool. I know it's just one, but hey, it's my first one. So, and then also I got to figure out how to get a little Brants brick engraved bricks to hand out. Like Shy Time, he was handing a bunch of them out, I guess, but he ran out when I went up and said hi, so I didn't get one of his, but maybe at the next one. So yeah, I got to figure out how to make some for Brants bricks. I was building this stage because me and a co-worker, we were talking at an auction behind the stage, so behind here. We were just kind of talking about, like, what if we built the stage here and recreated some of the moments, because like Jimmy Landis or Matt, the one with the cowboy hat, they're really funny sometimes when people are being a chicken and they don't want to bid up another bid, or they just won't bid $5,000 just to get the car or something like that. So it's really funny sometimes the way they interact with the crowd. I figured it'd be really cool to like recreate a sale and just do it all out of Legos. So I got to get the custom minifigures made of everyone. That's the reason why I built this and why I was building it. And then it just occurred to me that I should probably go and turn this in to Brickworld as like a display. I was going to do the 7-Eleven that I made. I was going to put a car in front of it and a minifigure to make it look like Larry Chen was photographing the car in front of 7-Eleven. Stay tuned. I'm going to have a stop motion of this thing coming out here probably within the next month or two. And then I'm also going to be doing a video on the finished product here. So stay tuned for that. All right, that's enough of this. Next up, I'm going to show you all the different creations and displays that Brickworld had that I just walked around and filmed with my camera and my gimbal. Thanks for sticking around. If you like this, like and subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. Here's Brickworld 2024.